Awesome. Ready to roll, Tanaya?
I'm ready.
Good. All righty. So thank you all so much for tuning in with us tonight. I'm super excited because tonight, I believe this is our first time actually co-hosting, right? Is this our first time doing it together?
It is.
Good. So first I'll introduce myself and then I'll let Tanaya share her story. I am Lasanya Ford Abdullah, Triple Diamond Leader with It Works Global. I've actually had the pleasure of being with the company for almost, going on 3 years. Wow, time really flies. So I've been with the company for about 3 years. And, I always just kind of like to share how I got to this place. A lot of times people will see me and I'm like, okay, girl, you're a pharmacist. Why did you decide to start? Why did you decide to take on this new adventure? And I just want to dive right in, okay? As I shared on my Instagram today, this is the one thing that I said that I could never do. I was probably the biggest skeptic you will ever meet in your life, okay? And I think a lot of it is because of my background. By day, I'm a clinical pharmacist. I've been practicing for almost 8 years now. I've always been that girl to kind of play it safe. Play it safe. I went to school. How they tell you to go to school, get your dream job. And then after that, you'll be able to live that bomb life where you can travel, you can get the house you want, get the car you wanted. But after I really got into practice, I realized like, okay, that's not how my life is going, primarily because I was drowning in student loan debt. At the time, I had about 6 figures in student loan debt from undergrad and pharmacy school. And then I also trying to live in Atlanta, coming out, the rent in Atlanta was so ridiculous at the time. Like I was paying $1,200 and $1,300 for rent, had a car. And so I was literally barely just paying my bills, but not really living the life that I kind of always dreamed of living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to travel. I wanted to at least at some point buy a home. I just couldn't even wrap my head around doing any of that because I was just trying to keep up. I was just trying to keep up. And so right around that time for my 30th birthday, I was in the gym, killing it. Now, this is probably the one time that I worked out consistently in my life. I was in the gym. And it was, how you approaching your D-Day, you're like, oh my God, it's time to like really get in that swimsuit. And my stomach would just still like kind of had that little pouch, and I kept hearing people talk about all these wraps and all this and that. So I'm like, okay, Lasanya, you got a week left before you go to Aruba. What you gonna do? And even still, like I said, being a skeptic, my coworker and I've talked her into it, which is funny because Brandy became one of my customers and still support me to this day. But I was like, girl, let's just buy these wraps. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're running out of time. We wrap at work, okay? I didn't think it was going to work, Tanaya. Like, legit, okay? To the point where, let me tell you how much I did not believe that these products would work. I was not trying to be no loyal customer, okay? I was just like, look, I'll pay regular price. We're going to split these wraps in half and go from there. I was blown away. Like, so I think that's the one time I had just got on social media. And people were like, oh my God, girl, what did you do? Like, like going in, like, girl, you snatched. And even at the time, I didn't realize. I was like, oh, girl, I use these wraps, and I worked out, but I use these wraps. And that's what got my stomach together. Fast forward, still not even thinking about the potential business opportunity, because in my mind, girl, you went to school, you should be able to like really live the life that they told you would be able to live. And then I kept watching all of my friends be successful doing this, and that the light bulb should have went off at that moment. Because literally one of my sorority sisters like, this girl used to make 6 figures on Wall Street. Something should have said, Lasanya, if she's no longer doing this, you need to be asking why. Like, and she's in here killing it. But again, I've always been that girl to say, no, that's not me. Like, I can never sell stuff. I don't have enough time. I don't have that it factor. She's doing this full time. Like, every excuse or everything that she could have think like someone could say, that stuff that I hear today, honestly, which is why I'm always like super patient with people, because I'm like, I get it. That was me. So after a while, I got to the point where I was about 32, something like that. And my friends laugh at me to this day. They're like, girl, I'm so happy you found It Works, because I started following someone that I like really look up to. Her name is Malik Till. You follow me, I'm obsessed with her. But there are some things that start tugging at my spirit. It's like, okay, how long do you plan to work like this? You know, how long are you going to play it safe? I was literally listening to a video by Steve Harvey the other day, and he was saying, you know, most people live paycheck to paycheck. You know, you live paycheck to paycheck. And guess what? When you retire, your company is going to try to pay, basically force you to live off a third of what you couldn't even live off now. You know, and those are the type of things that start roaming in my head. Like, do I want to work forever? Do I want to work till I'm 80? How many times tonight have we seen, like within the last couple months, where you see Toys R Us shutting down, like all these different companies are shutting down? And I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what? I understand, in order for me to really break that cycle, not feeling like I'm in that constant, like running on a wheel, you know, treadmill, just trying to play catch up, not being in a position to help my mom. You know, my mother has made a lot of sacrifices for my siblings and I, but really wanting to be in a position to help my mom, you know, really want to be in a position to pay off debt. You know, for a long time, I'll be real. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm never going to pay off my debt. It's okay. Sally Mae, yes, Sally Mae, Fed loans, like, you know, whatever payment plan y'all want to put me on it. But it's like, when I said yes to this, I would have never guessed in a million years that I would need this opportunity. Okay. When I first started, I didn't necessarily need It Works. No, I didn't. You know, I was managing, you know, I was living, but not really living my fullest potential. You know what I mean? But by saying yes, I paid $99 to get started. I went from literally hoping that I would make an extra $1,000 to cover my student loan payments. Because listen, at the time, my student loan payments was $1,200. Okay. So I'm like, okay, God, if I can just pay, you know, make $1,000 a month, you know, let me see how far I can go. And think about this. So many people are like tight on money, like, oh, I can't afford it. But all I kept thinking was, girl, you spend $99 in Target without blinking, right?
You can afford not to.
Okay. And Target has yet to send me a check. Okay. So I decided to give it a try. $99 went to making 5 figures a month with this company from my phone. Okay. And here's the blessing with this, you know, like if you and I, and you'll find that Tanaya's in the healthcare field as well. But if I go and get another job working in a retail pharmacy or somewhere, I'm away from my family. I'm sitting up, working late, you know, doing all of that. I'm able to work from my phone. I'm able to literally text people, posting, you know, me working. I went to Lenox Mall to spend money and left with $100 in wrap cash.
Come on.
It's because I had a shirt on, you know what I mean? So, and I'm all over the place, but the point I was trying to make is when I started, I didn't realize that I needed this opportunity. And then certain things start to happen in my life. You know, I got engaged. Okay. And I'm here to tell you, if you're tuning into this call, if you are planning a wedding, plan to get married anytime in the future, you better join this opportunity. Okay. Because weddings are expensive. Okay. But we were able to have our dream wedding destination, not having to feel like we got to say, oh, we can't afford this, you know. And anyone who know me know that I didn't really come from much, but really being able to take that financial stress off my family, like to be able to tell my mom, like, oh, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. Being able to cover dresses and suits and things like that for my family so they don't have that extra stress. And really been in a position to pay off debt. I've lost account, I think probably since November. Fakir and we've been consistently counting now. Since November, we paid off close to $45,000 to $50,000 in debt. Okay, since November of 2017. Without this platform, y'all, I would not be able to do this. Okay, even when we took the financial peace class, you know, Dave Ramsey, the first step, if you take in financial peace, you know, the first step is to save what, $1,000. And I'm like, oh, we got that. That's nothing. But the reality is most Americans, I think that the statistic is something crazy, like 70% of Americans do not have an emergency fund, an emergency saving. So just being in that position to say, you know what, we got the emergency fund, we can go to step 2, you know, paying for the dream wedding, being able to help my mom, being able to help my family. And the thing that you always hear people talk about is that the financial gain. But what we don't talk about is the friendships, all the fun, being able to travel. I'm that girl that literally came straight from the hood, okay? And I used to dream about traveling to places all over the world, okay? Which is why I do my Travel Tuesday. Like literally, I live for traveling. But now instead of just having to look on Travel Noir for my inspirations, guess what? I can book any trip that I want to. Okay. So being able to have those friendships, meeting a bomb people, amazing people. So this platform, just by saying yes, I've been able to change my life drastically, as well as change the lives of so many others, which brings me to you, Tanaya. I'm just so thankful that after I was like pulling and tugging, I'll let you share your story. You finally said, okay, Lasagna, let me just see what you're talking about. So can you share more about your story with It Works? How did you get to this place?
All right. If you guys don't know, I'm Tanaya. I'm a diamond leader with It Works. I joined the company January 22nd to be exact, last year. And Lasagna asked me to join the business with her about, I guess, maybe 3 years ago. I would say almost now 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Business 2 years. And I was like, no, girl, I just got married. I got a child. I got a husband. And I'm a physical therapist. I have my own career. I don't need to do these rap. No. But the thing about it was, though, I did become her loyal customer.
Yeah. So
I used to pretty much get the raps. Like if I'm going on vacation or if I have somewhere to go, I need something to be tight back before I had a baby. That's all. I wish I could get back to that girl. But anyway, we come back to her. So pretty much I was like, no, I'm not a salesperson. No. So guys, 2 years passed. 2 years passed. I was a customer, and then now, like, we're all on social media all the time. And I'm like, Lasagna kept posting $20,000 bonus, this bonus, that bonus. I said, now, wait a minute. We went to school in Augusta, Georgia. Like, if you're from Georgia, I'm like, we went to school in Augusta, Georgia. And when it comes to social media, I do not believe everything I see on social media. I'm just gonna be frank with you guys. But to know Sonya, Miss Payne College, shout out to Miss Payne College. Just to know Sonya, and I'm like, well, wait a minute now. We went to school. I know her. Like, when you see things on social media, you're like, okay, these people probably just faking. They're probably just saying something. But to see her, I'm like, $20,000 bonus. And actually, one of my good friends from high school was like, girl, I need some extra money. I'm trying to buy a house. I was like, well, girl, you need to get with Sonya them because they're making money. Not thinking that I would ever even join the business. It never even crossed my mind. I'm like, girl, you need to get with them. Yeah. So meanwhile, she signed up. And I'm telling her to sign up. So she's already signed up. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? So pretty much I was like, you know what? Then I called Sonya. And I was like, well, it was January. So like I said, January 22nd, I was like, I need to lose some weight anyways. It's January. In January, everybody wants to lose weight, whether you're fit, not fit. In January, everybody wants to lose weight. So I was like, I need to lose weight. I had just had a baby maybe like a year or so ago. I was like, I'm bigger than I used to be. I need to lose some weight. So Sonya was like, pretty much you can. I was like, well, I was just pretty much going to get the products again because I was a customer. So I was like, I was going to get the products again. But she's like, no, why don't you lose weight and get paid? I'm like, why not? I mean, what can you lose? $99, like she said, we can spend $99. I can spend $99 in 2 seconds. I mean, 2 quick seconds.
Let's not even go out to eat or something.
Yes, I mean, it's so quick to spend $99. So I said yes. And the rest is history. I mean, this business has changed my life. One thing, I just joined last year, 1 year ago. And pretty much I came in the business. I was excited. And I literally, the first 3 months of the business was amazing for me. I lost 15 pounds and I was able to earn a $10K bonus, a $10,000 bonus by getting to the diamond level within 3 months of joining the business. And diamonds average on average, they average about $2,000 per month. So I was able to come into this business and make about 4 figures per month and lose 15 pounds. It's a win-win situation. I mean, it's hands down like win-win. And if you would have told me 2 years ago that I would have been It Works, I would be like, no, you're crazy. Like, not me. I'm not that girl. You just think it feels kind of odd or kind of strange, but being in this business has changed my life. Like I said, I am a physical therapist, and when I joined the business, I worked in a rehab setting. In rehab, I still had great hours. I worked from about 7 to 3, which are great hours to me, or they were. But being around so many women that are inspiring and just, they talk about freedom, they make you dream like you never dreamed before. Mm-hmm. I pretty much did some soul searching and I switched my job. I switched my job to home health physical therapy, which gave me more freedom for my family, more freedom for my business, and just more freedom for me. Sometimes as women, we're so concerned with taking care of this one, that one, the other one. You know, we kind of lose sight of ourselves. But now that I'm doing home health, and only because it works am I even doing home health. I've been a physical therapist for 7 years. I never even thought about home health. I'm like, oh, I love my job. My job right up the street from my house, taking child daycare. I'm good to go. This business has forced me to level up. And when I say level up, I mean level up like no other. Because, you know, honestly, I felt like I got everything I ever thought I would have in life. I'm married, I have a child, I have my house, I have, you know, whatever. I got everything I ever thought about in life. But with this business, these women are such bosses. When I say bosses, I mean bosses. They make you be like, wait a minute, like I thought I was doing something. No, these girls are really doing it. But it's great company. When I say it's great company, it's great company. We're always challenging each other to do more. You know, let's be more. Let's be great. I mean, this company has blown my mind, and I'm just so excited for 2018. But pretty much, the time is now to join the business. I mean, you cannot afford not to. Honestly, I mean, the products are great. Like I said, I used to order the wraps from Sonya. Okay, perfect. Okay, like I said, I used to order the wraps from Sonya. But when I joined the business, I actually tried 4 products. How I lost the 15 pounds was I did what they call the quad. Shout out to Fallon. Pretty much. It's our 2-day cleanse. Our 2-day cleanse, you pretty much take 2 drinks for 2 days, and you pretty much drink them. You can pretty much eat clean, fruits, vegetables, no processed food, water, that kind of thing. So I did the cleanse. I did the greens on the go. Initially, when I started, we have 2 flavors of greens on the go. Well, actually, we have 3. We have 2 flavors of greens on the go. When I initially started, I started off with the berry water. I really love, but I've fallen in love. My new love is the greens on the go orange with orange juice. Will change your life. It will pump you up in the morning. Like, I love it. And then the 2 products that I absolutely swear by are the Thermo Fit and the Fat Fighters. Pretty much, the Thermo Fit helps you burn more calories. Just for instance, you walk 30 minutes per day, you'll burn 50 calories. But with our Thermo Fit, you literally burn 250 calories if you take the supplement. So I did that supplement as well as the Fat Fighters. And the Fat Fighters pretty much help you out for those days. You know, when you're not able to eat like you're supposed to, or like you need to, it pretty much blocks 80% of carbs in our food. So I took those 4 products for 3 months and I lost 15 pounds. I haven't lost 15 pounds since I had my baby. Honestly, I mean, that's the last time I lost 15 pounds. I had a child, and she weighed about 7 of them. So, girl, you know, that's pretty much my thing. I mean, this business is amazing. Like, it will make. I can't say enough about it. It's absolutely amazing. But I know Lasagna's a coffee drinker, so I mean, she loves coffee.
Yes, I was actually just about to talk about that, and that's what I love. I love that you talked about how the products has changed your life. And basically, at the end of the day, you get paid to be your best self, okay? So it's like, imagine someone saying, you want to be lit, you want to be snatched, you want to have longer hair, we're going to pay you to get some bomb results. And that's all we do. So do not overthink it, which gets me to why now is the time to join, okay? So you're probably on this call because someone said, you know what, girl, I've been watching you. I think you'll be great at what I do, okay? So don't take that lightly. I know for me personally, someone did me like that, and I was like, oh, girl, please, like, no, I can never do that. But really take that seriously. But
I did you like this, Sonya?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like now the time is now because we have some insane promotions on the table. Okay. So it is not a coincidence that it's called It Works, but guess what? The products work. So It Works has pretty much taken our business builder kit and literally put it on steroids. Okay. Normally you would get a box of wraps in your kit, which I love because think about it. we are so afraid to invest that $99, okay? But think about this, $99 for a home-based business that is a tax write-off, at least that's how I was thinking about it. It's a tax write-off, okay? That's gonna put you in a position to continue to grow and get some residual income on a monthly basis, okay? Also, there's no overhead. There's no, you don't have to mail anything off. Literally, you're the face of the brand. And what I wanna do here is I'm gonna try to share my screen, if it will allow me to do that, so you all can see this actual kit that you get, okay? So this is a kit that you get. Normally, what happens is you'll get this box of wraps, you'll get all the other stuff, the marketing material in there that you can do one or two things with. You can either sell your wraps, okay, for $25 each to get your initial investment back, or you could use them on yourself. So I'll be honest, because I waited for 2 years, I kept saying, well, either I'm going to be able to at least get my $100 back, or I'll have some bomb apps for the summer. Okay. So if you're tuning in, like I said, we all know somebody that want to be snatched, or we can all use these wraps, which are basically used to tighten, tone, and firm any problem area on your body. Yes, you can use them on your arms, your thighs, your back fat, whatever you want. Okay. But this is why now is the time to do it. In addition to our regular kit, they have thrown in like more product. So yes, you get over $250 worth of product in this kit. So I love this because guess what? It's going to put you in a position. A lot of times we'll have people joining us and say, well, you know what? I really want to try the cleanse. I really want to try this. I can't afford this. You no longer have to do that. They have put our top 5 selling products in there. Okay. So guaranteed, you take that 2-day cleanse. If you follow me, you know my 2-day cleanse. I was blown away. I was that girl when they dropped. I got some customers on her. Yes, I was a girl who dropped the cleanse. When they dropped the cleanse, I was like, okay, the way my GI system is set up, I doubt that I see results with the cleanse. And within days, like literally within days, not only did I feel better, I was less bloated. You know what I mean? The wraps, you can use those wraps or you can sell them. So this is a time to join because you're going to get an instant reward. Okay. So you can use those products, start your product journey, and literally you do not have to text a soul. All you have to do is start using your products. You're going to get snatched. So people are going to say, well, girl, I see you dropped weight. What did you do different? And I'll be honest, I sat on this opportunity for 2 years. I was so nervous, but I said, okay, I got to get my $99 back. So I literally text my family and friends. It was the beginning of the year. And this is another why the time is now, because this is our boom season. This is the biggest time of the year for us. So I told people, if you want to know if there's potential or if you can really win in this business, why not set yourself up for the win? This is the time you want to do it. If you want to try it out, this is the time to get in. Okay, I'm telling you that now. Because guess what? Like Tanaya mentioned, everybody's trying to be snatched. Everybody want to, lose weight, feel good, grow their hair out. Okay, so I literally text my family and friends, and I identified 2 things that I want to work on. And when I first started, it was my edges, which y'all probably saw my little edges pictures. I literally lost everything. My edges, and I wanted to get my stomach right, okay? I text maybe 10 people on my phone, hey, y'all, I'm about to get my, grow my hair out, and I'm about to get snatched for the summer. Let me know if you want to join me. Instantly, my phone blew up. Instantly, okay? Within 2 days, I probably had over $600 in sales. So now keep in mind, I have yet to have a kid. All I have is my link, okay? So I was like, oh my God, I've been sitting on this long. And then next thing you know, my mother is telling people like, oh, my daughter has wraps. So I'm sitting there making $200 in 45 minutes. I don't even do that here, okay? I'm like, oh my God, I went to school for 8 years and I'm sitting here killing it in, days in the business, okay? The other thing is, so not only do you get a bomb kit right now, you are eligible for $5,000, okay? I've earned over $100,000 with this company, okay? And this is coming from somebody who said, you're not going to tell me you're going to give me that kind of money and the money is real, okay? So I'm here to tell you, literally all you have to do is come in, start your product journey, find other people who want to make some extra income. That's it. And what I love about this platform is that we don't get paid just when people sign up. Like when Tanaya signed up, I didn't just get a bonus because Tanaya signed up. We are invested in seeing you do well. So we get paid when you do well, okay? So literally all you do, find other people who want to make some extra income. By helping other people make extra income, that's how you unlock that 5K bonus, okay? So in summary, I'm thankful that thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. if you are ready for
Absolutely.
2018 to look a little different, you know, if you don't have the $99 to start, or if you don't have that emergency fund, you're tired of being able to not being able to travel like you want to, or you trying to pay off debt, whatever your reason is, I want you to say, okay, today is the day that I'm going to decide, you know, I got to do things a little different. You know, it's time out for doing things the same, expecting a different outcome.
Yeah.
That's not how you do things, okay? So I want you to get back to the person who invited you to this call tonight, okay? And I want you to give them a number. So you got some homework. If you tuned in tonight, okay, obviously the person who invited you, they think enough of you to say, you know what, you have what it takes. You have what it takes to do well in this business. And before I end, I want to say this, because a lot of times we see people on social media and we assume you have to have a certain background or you got to have so many followers. That is not true, okay? There's no sales experience, okay? Literally, I've been able to witness people who are high school dropouts become millionaires with this platform. So anybody can do this platform, anybody, okay? And if you don't believe me, I challenge you to look at any brand ambassador for It Works and go scroll all the way through that social media, go all the way back down before they started. And you can just see how their life has transformed, you know, because people can look at mine, you can tell I'm a totally different person, but I've grown so much. So again, it's so much more than the money. It's about the experiences and things that you can't get. So again, back to your homework. If you tuned in tonight, I want you to go back to the person who invited you. Thank them for inviting you. Thank them for thinking enough of you to say, you know what, you have what it takes, you know, to do this. But also give them a number. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? How ready are you to change your life? 1 being, you know what, girl, thanks, but no thanks. Please remove my name off your calling list. Or number 10, I'm ready. I'm ready for a change. And this is what I plan to do once I get my $1,000. Literally, by coming in right now, and really taking advantage of the current promo, you're setting yourself up to get an extra $1,000 a month. So think about it. What would an extra $1,000 do for you? What would you do with that? I know for me,
drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments. What would that $1,000 do for you? Okay. So I want you to get back with them, tell them your number, and you tell them how you plan to use your 4-figure income by taking advantage of this current promo. Okay. Thanks again for tuning in. And then if you're tuning into the replay, still get back with that person, okay? All righty. Have a good night.
Bye.